Hello.
Herbie will also be streaming on his channel, which is Herbie Space 75. So if you want to have an alternative view, pop over and have a look at his stream.
Yes, I'm just getting it set up at this very minute. Doop-doo. I think it'd be an interesting race tonight.
Yeah. Right, I've got to do that posh thing of putting a proper thumbnail on.
I'm in the process of doing that myself.
Right. Oh, nearly put the wrong one on then. I nearly put the Herbie edition on.
And I've just seen your message. I assumed we'd be sharing. It makes sense to... Oh, spread the word.
Right.
What's wrong?
Oh my god, I just want to watch my own video. Why is it so hard?
I'm making it more difficult for you, aren't I?
No, definitely not. Oh, I'll tell you what I do need to do is make sure that the sound is not on the laptop. Right, there we go. So, yep, I'm all good in the hood. Oh, shall we try that? That'd be creepy, wouldn't it?
What, go on to mine?
No, because I have my laptop right next to me today, I could, if I wanted to, switch the webcam on.
Ooh. Ooh.
But I'm not going to because I don't want to scare anybody. There might be young children watching.
There had. I'm not going that far yet.
Yeah, I'm going to wait as well until I get a better webcam, because the built-in one on the laptop isn't brilliant.
Ooh, I'm already at Stock Trek.
Yeah, Lutman's on the ball tonight.
I think it's because Hunty's so quickly getting everything done.
Oh no, his lobby was open for like 1:45.
Yeah, he's out. He's getting it open at 7:30. Sorry. And I think we got an extra two races in tonight by the look of it.
Does we?
Shell Shock and Isuzu Brian, who's had to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning to race in Australia.
Oh, bless him. Daft buggers. Right, I was going to be all technical and do this the old school way of doing it on the tablet, but I forgot to charge it, so that's why I've had to drag my laptop over.
Yes,
Indeed, right, so hopefully, if I've got it right, when you clicked on the stream you would have seen that this week's thumbnail isn't my normal livery, because it's Genix livery who won last week. That's a theme we're going to hopefully carry on for the rest of the season. So whoever wins the previous week, they will have their car on the thumbnail for the following week. Does that make sense?
yeah.
Yeah. Right, just to remind people, in the Pro Division we have 11 runners. We have Mr. Ali himself, Athens, Hansa, Wizard, Fabuki, Genic, AKSFC. Okay. Shell Shock, Spooky Lukey, Isuzu Brian, and Alan! Oh, literally I say Isuzu's name and he leaves the room.
Yes, Alan's told me not to keep an eye on his... Not to keep an eye on his lawn cutting techniques.
Okay, fair enough. Evening, Hansa. Do you know what? I wonder, shall we do that multi-stream thing and confuse myself like I normally do?
I'm managing to do it. I couldn't work out why my comments was suspended. But they're back now.
Oh, there it is. Oh, hello.
Ah, he hadn't got his livery, that's why he left.
Ah, rightio. Right, so while you're watching Spooky Lukey, I'm watching Athens.
I want to see what... I've moved on to Wizard now. See if he's learnt anything from a set of course. By his lap times, he certainly has. 122.
Yeah?
122.5.
Try hard. And how fast is Alan so far? Oh, he's just on an outlap. Look at that! Oh, that's just a stunning livery. That is.
I'm assuming you're looking at FUBs there.
I am.
Yeah. Evening, Hansa.
Oh, hello. Is he watching two streams at the same time as well?
No, he said it's on yours. I'm confused.
Yeah, that was ages ago. I thought he just popped on yours and said hello.
I just looked up and
confusing real quick.
We'll get our head round it. Oh.
Right. So
shall I do the honours and say this? What the?
Yeah, go on.
So tonight's race, round 2, 8 o'clock at night at Brands Hatch. There's 24 laps, soft and medium tyres, tyre wears on 4, fuel consumption on 2, starting fuels on 50%, and each race has to do 8 laps on mediums. Did I miss anything? I think that was all.
Sounds about right to me. 5 mins, right? That's got to be my cue
To do a lap,
yes?
Definitely.
I think you should do a lap as well for your stream, by the way.
I haven't got a livery on my car though, and I don't think 5 minutes is long. I don't think 5 minutes is long enough.
Right. So I've only gone and clicked on the wrong thing because I'm a noob. Let's try that again. I am not doing cockpit view in this car, just so you know, because it's horrible.
There we go, look, they go and show us the track.
Yeah, well, come on then, Herb, get in your car.
I'm watching you round.
Okay. Alright, can you do the corner names then?
I can't remember off the top of my head. Let me go with my...
Pilgrim's Rise. Round Druids. Oh, badly. Thank God this is only me outlap. I've actually got the track map right next door to me.
I'm just pulling it up now. Let's have a look. So now you're coming up.
Right,
Pilgrim's Drop to Hawthorns.
Yep.
Oh, with FUB. Oh, sorry, it's Alan. Oh, you confused me there. Derek Minter Straight to Westfield. Then Dingle
I don't
Dell.
like people following me. Oh, everybody likes a Dingley Dell.
Sheen Curve. Sterling's. Onto Clearways.
Go away, Alan.
He's proper menacing you, isn't he? Clark Curve.
Stop drifting.
And then onto the Brabham Straight.
Right. So, Wiz has put in a 122.5.
137, not bad for an outlap.
I will admit, I have slightly upped the aero in this car. Oh, Alan just decided the wall's better than the track. Oh, and I've decided the grass is better than the track. Please don't follow too close. Go away, Hansa. Stop it.
Them doing this to you on purpose, I'm sure of it.
Absolutely they are. I'm surprised they haven't tried punting me off in the corner yet.
It is a very nice looking car.
It is. It is a bit pretty, isn't it?
It is.
The only problem is the... I really don't like having Hansa behind me. It's scary. Because obviously he's such a better driver than me. Right, very quickly, this is the view inside. Which is also why I don't like being inside the car.
Oh.
Twitchy. Because there's a massive blind spot on the left-hand side.
There is.
Alright, only one thing for it. Stick it in the gravel, there we go.
Hey, you want to build a sandcastle, don't you?
Very dodgy little, very dodgy lap. Right, let's get out of the room. Let's get back to doing what I feel natural doing, which is the commentating.
Evening, Foxy. You're not gate dressing tonight, geezer? Oh no, sorry. Hunty's banned you, hasn't he?
You are?
Tony's banned Hunty, Foxy from the AM.
Why?
He joined in last week and said he was subbing. Didn't know the Hunty. Well, he was in the end, but Tony didn't really have a clue last week. Hopefully, he's more clued in this week.
Yeah, well, you know, fail to prepare to fail and all that.
So a quick look at the timings.
Right, so believe it or not, this is the first time I've ever watched my live stream using YouTube Studio.
Ooh. I did have a look at it earlier, and I thought, no. I got confused by it. I need to invest in it. Oh! That was interesting, Alan.
Oh, looks like we're on for the stock check then.
Oh, that's he. Get in there then, Foxy. Get racing. Show them the pro that you are.
Yeah, do it, Foxy. Hunty ain't in charge of the stream, ain't in charge of the AM League. He just happens to be the one who's hosting the room. Can't see the lights.
No.
And away we go.
Flying start by Alan.
Yeah. As we know, Wiz is quick at this track. Easy. Oh, see, straight in there. Nearly took out my braking marker. Forbes pushed his way to fourth. It's all fairly
Wizard's
clear.
gone.
Oh. Now, was that a little
bit
of...
and them all going.
Oh, it's a stuck check, isn't it?
Yeah, but I hadn't seen much contact. They seem to be just driving straight off.
Oh, no, come on, Spooky, you can do it, mate. Get it drifting. Nearly. There you go, lad. I knew he'd lose the arse of it.
I think we'll see a lot of that tonight.
Yeah. Right, so here we go for the 10-minute qualifier. Fabuki's first out the pits.
Lockman's out third.
Right, now something's going on there because, for some unknown reason, I've lost chat. I'm doing well. Oh my days.
No, it's still there.
Yeah, there we go. I got it. It's back again. Just had to refresh my page. Oh, blimey.
Technology in us old blokes just doesn't go well.
It doesn't, does it? You know, God, Bennett.
I've got to admit, it's a lovely track, but it's very unforgiving.
Yeah.
And Luckman's all over the back of Alan.
Right, now, does Luckman have the same quali rules as the ISRL?
What, a GR3 with a slipping?
Yeah, are you allowed to slipstream?
I think you
are. I can't
are.
remember seeing a rule. I'm going to say I can't remember seeing a rule that says you're not allowed. As Fabuki does the familiar jump in the pits.
I do like that.
Softs.
I do like that livery of Athens, even though it's very simple. It's very nice.
Yeah. Right.
You are the god of YouTube. This is true, Foxy. He's offered to give us any tips.
Well, you know, yeah, I'll accept any tips. I will, especially cash. I don't take checks unless it's a banker's check.
Yeah.
Look, I did a daily race today and I got called a complete and total banker.
Why? Because you beat somebody?
I overtook somebody in a corner and they didn't like it. Because I moved out of the way in the next corner and they went straight on because they were obviously going to try and ram me. Oh, Fubs is round. He's immediately typed in a message and called me a complete Barclays banker.
Daily races for you.
Yeah, I honestly don't know why I bother with them.
So Alan's in the pits.
Really. Alright, and here we are. This is last week's winner, Genic.
So Luckman's got a 124 in, which is immediately beaten by Hansel, a 123.6.
And we know that Wiz is quick. He's already done a 122.
Here he goes over the line now for a 122.9.
122. I do like it when I say something and it actually happens. Makes me feel good about my old self.
I think tonight's race winner will be the person who stays on the track the longer.
Yeah.
Because
he who makes the least mistakes.
Yes.
Is what I'm going to say.
Because every time I change view, guess where the car is? And it's not on track.
Oh, yeah.
This car looks so twitchy on this track.
It's twitchy on any track. Yay! I've actually lost my stream feed now.
I'm watching Jenny coming in with this flying lap.
There we go, that's better. Yep. Hopefully Jenny will be able to impress us after last week. I want at least second out of him.
123.
Okay, third. Yeah. To be fair, I mean, it's only just a second slower than Wiz.
Yeah, well, Wiz was right behind him and he got 122 at 0.8.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to be getting Genic's draft round on this lap as well now, so... It's all good, though. It's all good.
Some spooky Lukey into the pits. Come on, Alan!
Oh.
You need to get a lap.
How's he doing?
He's not managed to get a lap in yet. I've got faith in this one though.
Alright, 102 into Sterling's. bit slidey into Clark's there.
He's got round there, that's the thing. Not bad, 123.
He can improve on that. I'll have to admit, I even held my breath for him a little bit there.
Yeah. Let's see what Shell Shock manages. No. 123.6 up to 4th.
Yeah, chatting to... Ooh! Alan getting very tail happy there. Yeah, chatting to Fubuki and Wiz the other week. And they were telling me how they had to literally try and tune the drifting out of the car.
Yes, I remember you saying something about it.
Yeah, all it wants to do is just drift. And unfortunately, as soon as the back end starts to go, that's it, you're done.
Which makes it even more difficult on this course because it's all up and down.
And it's all, as we know from the mighty beast that is the Sambabus, all of these corners are just driftable. They want to be drifted.
Look at that, we're both watching Fubs, willing him to get a lap in now.
Go on then. I wonder if he's still having his pedal issues. No, seemed to coast okay there on 0 throttle.
And the accelerator doesn't seem to be... There we go, 123.6. Straight into 4th.
Ooh. And pirouetting.
Oh, I'm just watching our Australian racer, Isuzu Brian. 5 o'clock in the morning.
5 o'clock in the morning. Not even I wake up at that time.
I do, but then fall straight back to sleep. I don't get up and start racing.
Well, yeah.
But it can be said that I don't race anyway, I'll just drive around the track and look at the views.
Yeah. I remember back in the day watching streams from like X-Matty G and Tia McMurdoch. And Tia McMurdoch being an Australian, he used to get up at stupid o'clock in the morning just so he could do the YouTuber Championship with them on F1. Who was it? It was him, X-Matty G, Arava. Oh, who else was it? There's a couple of the best sim racers in the UK as well. Used to join them for it. It was basically just a swear fest. Unfortunately, though, the funniest one of the group was X-Matty G, but he no longer does gaming streams. He now has a channel called WTF1, which is all about Formula 1.
Right.
He doesn't do game streaming anymore. Which is a shame, because it was funny as hell. So,
let's see who's going to be able to... So, Spooky Luke is going to get a last lap in. This is Alan's final one. Will it be a good one? He's up.
Yeah, Wiz has just got purple out of sector 2.
There goes Alan. 122.7. Get in there, Alan.
Oh, Wiz has mucked it up.
Oh.
Oh no. He was actually on a flyer as well.
It was.
He was 2/10 up on his previous, which would have potentially put him back in pole again. And he just got the car onto the grass there and lost it.
Here goes. Oh,
No. Oh, bless him.
I had a little scare then. I thought Alan disappeared. So Alan's on pole. Well done, Alan. Or is there anyone else still going round?
Pole position. Yes, there is. Well, Wizard obviously got to finish his lap. Who's that? It is Spooky Lukey about to cross the line. Didn't improve, unfortunately, and there in 6th place.
Yes,
So just waiting for Wiz now. Who's stopped on track.
I think he's just waiting there for the race start now. So our grid is, we've got Alan on pole, 0.014 of a second up on Wizard in 2nd, Jenick in 3rd. Luckman's redeemed himself from last week. He did look quite good in that practice map we saw last week.
Yeah.
In 4th, Athens in 5th, Spooky Lukey in 6th, Hansa in 7th, Fubs in 8th, Shell Shock in 9th, and all those within a second. And there's Susie Bryan in 10th. And we're getting straight into the race.
Yeah, there really is no messing tonight, is there?
No.
Right, so hopefully it'll let me see the lights at the start.
I'm going to try and change camera angle, see if that works.
Yeah.
No, you can't. Not a clue.
No, it won't let me either.
And we're away.
Oh, Wiz with a really good start.
Fub's got a good start off as well.
Someone's round. Who was that?
I think that was was it Luckman? And whoever it was has took Wizard out.
This could be a restart. Why is my keyboard not working? Keyboard is on. Have I got caps lock on? Oh, I have. What a muppet.
So we'll find out if there's a restart. Maybe no. I think wasn't Luckman, but I think it was Jenick who went. And Luckman got caught, and then Wizard really lost out on that.
There's people are dropping out.
Restart.
We are restarting.
I think we needed to after that.
Fubs was in 1st place for a moment then. I'm just cheering on the livery now.
Nothing wrong with a bit of love spreaders.
True story.
No, I'm not entirely certain, but I do think it was a case of Jenick.
Tell you what, I'm going to very quickly, if it will let me, and I don't think it will. Yes, it will. I think I've just saved the wrong replay, but I'm going to give it a go. Let's just make sure that everything is as it should be. Right, who's next out the pits? No one. Okay.
Athens is coming out the pits.
Right, we will use Athens then for a quick lap.
Oh no, them getting ready to start straight away.
Yep. There was me going to do that. Round the paddock hill bend, taking out the braking markers on the way up to Druids. Fine, if that's how he wants to play it.
Straight off again. Fingers crossed this one works out better.
Indeed. Right, now, if I leave it on that camera, will it let me sit on the grid? Fingers crossed. Right, and I've picked on Athens, who's in 5th place. No, it won't let me sit on the grid.
No.
That's a complete pain in the bottom, that is. Oh, there we go. Yes, result. I'm on with Susie.
Ah. And I'm off. Good start by Alan there.
They are off.
Very good start by him.
Not a brilliant start by Shell Shock though. Very tight. Oh, hands are getting very loose into turn 1 there. That could have gone a little bit wrong.
I think most of the ones who raced last week learned. Oh, Luckman cutting the grass. They all learnt to start with a bit of traction control.
Yeah. Right. Why was Luckman mowing the lawn there?
He just went wide, I think. So, and that's given.
Yeah. Overbraked himself there. That's
Alan and Wizard are 2 seconds up the road now. We Wizard all over the back of Alan. With Athens up into 3rd, Jennick in 4th, Fob's up to 5th, Spooky Lukey in 6th, Brian in 7th, Shell Shock in 8th, Hansa in 9th, and Luckman back in 10th. Oh, and Alan's put a bit of space between him and Wizard. And in fact, I think Wizards may have had a bit of sideways because Athens is closing in on him rapidly.
Oh, that's rather interesting as well. Wizards on the softs. Alan's on mediums. So I would have expected Wiz to be, well...
He's closed straight...
under a lot of pressure.
He's closed straight back up on him again. And he's going for it.
There you go. To be fair, I wouldn't have expected anything less from Wiz. Put Alan in the dirty air.
Yeah, because I did hear him saying that the dirty air with his car is a recipe for disaster.
Yeah.
But the top 3 have pulled away because Athens on softs as well. We'll be right
Spooky
on Alan.
Dookie put Jennick under a lot of pressure.
Oh, going for... Ooh, thought he was going for that.
Yeah, that's a bit of a dodgy move there. I thought that was going to end in tears.
Fob's just sitting behind, just waiting to see what happens.
Right. Luckman all ready to looking to get past Hansa and Isuzu.
Ooh!
Luckman.
3-way into the corner. Never going to work.
Yeah, that was a definite wiggle from Luckman as well.
I think it was a...
Ooh, and he gets collected by Shell Shock as well, and Shell Shock is waiting for him. And we can't have another restart, can we?
Not 3 laps in, I wouldn't have thought.
Yeah, that's pretty much got to be it. We're going to have to finish this one out now. But yeah, Shell Shock's done the decent thing and waited for Luckman.
Ooh, what's happened to Athens? He's down into 7th. Well, Wizard has said goodbye to Alan. I'll see you at the end.
Yeah.
With a 2.6.
Oh wow. Yeah, absolutely romping away. He's going to be pushing that car quite hard now.
Now this is being interesting as well. Jennick and Alan and both on subs. Can we restart? Ooh. I believe we are having another restart.
Yeah, people have already started dropping out. Wiz ain't going to be happy about this. You've got to be having a laugh. Hey?
Mm.
What was that? I thought I'd be able to just stay off you in turn 1. Alright, so restart number, what's this, 3?
Number 3, yes.
Technically it's a second restart, but this will be the 3rd attempt at getting the race going. See, you don't get this in F1, do you?
I don't know. It's been many a year since I've watched F1.
It's just a bit too boring for me now, F1.
I think that was what it was. And I understand why you had to get safe. But
yeah, but you know, when you've got other sports like WRC and WRX, and even the you know, the off-road truck racing in America, you know, they haven't made them any safer.
Yes.
So you know, I mean, those WRX cars, like they're like 600 kilos and they've got nearly 600 brake horsepower. Why aren't they slowing them down?
Interesting driving style there by the 4 of them. Picking on Jennick like that.
Are they being mean? They've been mean to my nephew.
They are. So let's try again for the 3rd time.
Well, they do say 3rd time's the charm.
They do.
Well, all I can say is it's your fault.
Of course it is. Who else's fault is going to be? I'm in the lobby.
Blame the dog that he's asleep. Exactly, yeah. You see, you're present, so it's definitely your fault.
Yeah, my dog's fast asleep as well.
I know, bunch of lightweights, it's not even 9 o'clock. Right, so... Oh, it's not going to let me do it this time. Okay.
Alan
right,
again
so
got a brilliant start.
Time, everybody cleanly through turn 1 this time. Let's see if we can keep it clean in turn 2. Everybody giving everybody else plenty of space. Maybe a little bit too much space, as Wiz is right up Alan's chuff already.
Straight past him.
Yeah. He's not waiting this time. I think the red mist has definitely descended.
Obviously he wants to get back onto a set of Corsa, probably.
Yeah. But you know, that is my worry, that with these new racing games that are coming out, more and more people are going to want to move away from GT Sport. I could find myself commentating on Assetto Corsa instead.
Well, the only problem with Assetto Corsa, there's no private lobbies yet, is there?
No, not yet. Although there was an update the other day, I'm not sure what it added to the game.
Right.
But I might have a quick look tonight, because I do own the game. With a very lonely man.
I have bought it. I've turned it on once, but I haven't raced it yet. There's a bit of a train forming behind Alan. Well, there was, but look,
it would be really hard.
So, Wizards away, 2-second gap. Alan's got. Oh, I think there was a bit of contact between. But I could be wrong. Luckman and Athens then. Nothing major.
Let's have a butchers.
So Fubs is past Hansa.
Oh, yeah. I don't know whether that was a lag spike or not, but it did look like Athens did slightly go into the back of Luckman.
He just seemed to accelerate going into the corner. That's what I thought. What was it? It was Paddock. That's the fella. Oh, Alan I won't dwell on it because he asked me not to.
Right, unfortunately though I do have a replay button and I am going to use it. So was it just a mistake?
I believe it was. I think it was tires on the grass. And then, as I like to call them, spinnies!
Yep, there we go. Yep. To be honest, he's lucky he didn't collect Janik on the way out there as well. Yeah, unfortunately that was him just going a little bit too hard, I think.
Easily done when you got a car right behind you. So there's Janik, 3 seconds behind Wizard, with Luckman, Athens.
Trying to put Luckman under a little bit of pressure.
And Luckman returning the favour on Janik.
Well, obviously the good thing for Wiz is that the longer these guys fight, the further away he's going to pull.
Oh, and Janik's gone.
Luckman in the grass.
And Janik.
Yeah. Oh, and Luckman off again. Unfortunately, they just followed each other onto the grass there.
And Fubs is up to 4th. With Spooky Lukey in 3rd. The question is, can Athens catch up to Wiz? The hands is all over.
Not careful. Yeah, I was just about to say, if Luckman's not careful, Hans is going to have him.
He's trying the outside. Oh, and he cuts back in.
Oh, Luckman goes a little bit wide again.
And now he has
He's
shell
not having much luck with his car this evening.
And now he's got shell shock all over the back of him. Fubs closing in on Spooky Lukey.
And as it stands at the moment, this is the battle to be watching. Everyone else seems to have spread out quite nicely.
In fact, Spooky Lukey seems to be putting a little bit of time into Fubs.
I noticed this last week. Spooky is actually quite a good driver. I've never actually seen him race before, but he did impress me last week. I'm expecting big things once he gets used to, well, the car.
Now Luckman's all over. Luckman, oh, Luckman's.
Athens. Athens just looked to be going really slowly then.
Yeah, because Fubs has gone flying past him. I think Athens has had a little off because he's dropped down to 4th. Oh, and someone else is off now. Yellow flags. Wizard.
Wizard? Oh no.
First corner by the look of it.
Let's see if we're able to... Oh yeah, he just gets too wide on the exit of turn 1. Gets those back tyres onto the gravel, and that's all she wrote.
So now we have
limping back on.
Spooky Lukey in the lead. Nearly 2 seconds on Fubs now. In second. Fubs has got Athens all over him, and Luckman and Hansa
closing in on those two as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
He definitely isn't going to be happy with that. He'll be kicking himself over that mistake.
It's interesting, 1st and 2nd I'm on mediums. Athens is on softs. Luckman's on softs. And Hans is on mediums.
Well, general rule of thumb is usually go into qualifying on mediums, switch immediately to softs, so you get a soft tyre qualifying time. And then you'll start the race on mediums, get rid of them, and then just finish it on the softs.
So Alan is back up to 7th. Janik is limping his way back up to the field. He really lost out in
that.
that.
Now eating into Spooky's lead.
Oh my goodness, he is.
Unfortunately for Forbes, that means he's dragging Athens along with him.
And
I do
Luckman.
believe Luckman's within.
Yeah.
Luckman's definitely within range now. Yes, he is.
And he's pulling Hanser along.
Yep, and then there's a 2.5 second gap back to Wiz.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Fobs is...
Sabuki's definitely getting in his stride now.
Now, Luckman's really putting pressure on Athens.
Yeah, Athens firmly closing the door on him there.
And I think Hans has just played it safe and just leaving some space to leave them have a little squabble.
Yep.
And
as we know, it's quite easy to make a mistake in these cars as well.
It is.
It does seem to be very squirrely out of the turns. Athens right up Fub's chuff now.
He is. Do you think? Is he seeing the track through Fubs' windscreens? Because it was that close a minute ago to be.
Yeah.
Yep, and Wizards closing in on Hansa now. I know it'll be a curse, but it looks like Luckman's got the hang of it now. In fact, I think they all have.
Yeah. Spooky's 1.2 up the road.
Oh, whiz into the pits.
Right, so is he going to come out on mediums or he's going to stick over set softs on?
Ooh, 35 litres of fuel. 35%.
Mm-hmm.
That battle for second, third and fourth is doing Spooky Lukey a favour. He's giving him some space.
Yeah. No, that's the only problem, isn't it? The longer these guys fight and not work together, the further away Spooky's going to get.
And it's only 1.2 seconds, but it's better than the 0.6 it was a couple. Oh, well held, Fubs.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. My heart was in my throat a little bit there. I thought he was going to have a spinny.
That's the difference between these and me.
And Luckman's round. Poor Luckman's gone round again.
And then it comes flying past him. I cursed him 2 laps ago, didn't I?
You did. You did. It's literally on the bumper of Athens. And then on the way out, what corner was he on?
So we got Athens, Allen,
Sterling's.
Fubs and Hans are in the pits. So Spooky Luke is staying out.
Yep.
He had very strange pit strategy last week, didn't he?
He did, yeah.
Everyone else
didn't
just
seem to flow that well.
I would imagine,
hoping, of course, that he'll have sorted his pit strategy out for this week.
I will say though, his mediums look pretty good still.
Yeah, they haven't got a lot of wear. I mean, when you compare them to Luckman, who's on the softs, yeah, there's no wear on those tyres at all, really. You could potentially, well, go a hell of a lot further on them.
That's interesting. Wiz has gone out in softs again. So is he
So
going
what do you reckon? Is he going to go soft and finish the race on mediums?
I believe that's the case. Because the way it's looking at the moment, he will have won the first round of pits.
Yep, well, Spooky has lapped Isuzu.
Oh, I say that, and I've just... Wizard's gone off, and Fubs has followed him off as well.
Not again. Is the turn 1 meme real again?
It is. And Athens has just flew past.
Oh, and it was just after turn 1 as well.
Athens has just
Fubs
gone
in exactly the same place.
Athens has just gone past Hansa, but Hansa's right on the back of him, not giving up on it. I can imagine after this race they'll all be a bit sweaty because it looks like them having to fight with the car at every corner.
Yeah, this is not a polite car to drive. To be honest, I'd much rather be in something silly like a Mach 40 than this car.
As long as it's not comfort hards. I might be able to get a bit of speed out of it.
Right, so Luckman is actually eating into Spooky Lukey's time now. It was 10 seconds. It's now down to 8.2.
I think Spooky Luke is just...
easy enough to stretch the fuel?
Yeah. Because he has got 8 seconds on Luckman. With Shell Shock in third. But Athens is closing in on him mightily. Jenny going along in 8th.
It'll be interesting here to see if Spooky Lukey stays out for another, and indeed he has. He's staying out for another lap.
But so's Luckman.
And I'm going to hedge my bets there and say he's got about 10% fuel left. So how much fuel has Luckman got? Luckman's actually running just a little bit less.
And Shell Shocks, he must be doing a bit of fuel saving because he's got a reasonable chunk left compared to those two. Yeah, so Luckman's just coming up on Brian. He's not really closing in on Spooky Lukey. Still about the 8 seconds.
Been sat around that. Yeah, it's been sat around the 8.2 mark for the last lap. So that, in fact, he's pulling away a little bit on this section.
And Athens is slowly closing in on Shell Shock, which will bring Hansa up. It
does seem to be a bit of a stalemate at the moment. Nobody's really making any proper moves on anyone. But then everybody is well spaced out.
Oh, and then Shell Shock's off. So Alan back up to 5th. Let's see if Shell Shock's go.
Yeah, Shell Shock just got his rear tyres onto the dirt.
So Spooky Lukey and Luckman doing another lap. I mean, just past half race distance.
It's interesting that they've stayed out for another lap. Because I'm looking at that fuel gauge and I'm thinking I wouldn't have stayed out.
Well, the thing is Luckman just going for the one-stopper?
He might be. What was the starting fuel for the race?
50%.
Oh yeah, so he's just going to be fueling for the end of the race now.
And do the mediums for 12 laps instead of the 8.
Yeah.
Oh, that time gap just dropped down to 6 seconds between Spooky Lukey and Luckman, and now it's gone back up again.
Yeah, it's a bit weird the way the old.
Oh, and Alan's over.
Spooky Lukey stayed out for another lap.
Wow, Luckman's in though.
No way is that car making it round again.
Alan's up to 4th. He's overtook Hansa. I can only
Alan. Technically in 3rd.
Look at that, Luckman, 1%. Shell shocking
I hate
was 6.
to say it, but I think Spooky is going to run out of fuel.
Oh my god.
I'm just waiting for the inevitable slow down to, was it 59 mile an hour?
Something like that, isn't it?
59 or 49, one of the three.
This over halfway round. Still a tiny little bit of red.
Hopefully he's played an absolute blinder and he's going to pull in with 0% fuel.
Or pull into the pit lane as the fuel runs out.
Yeah.
I think he might just make it. Oh, as it's going on.
There you go. He's just run out just as he comes into the pits.
My god.
That has to be the best time pit stop I've ever
Correct,
seen.
0%.
But of course, now he is going to have to sit there and put a lot of fuel into the car.
And I believe Alan's been cutting grass again. So Jenick now up to 5th, right behind Luckman.
Right, so Spooky now on the softs. And he's only dropped down to 3rd place as well. But unfortunately for him, the guys in front have already pitted.
Yeah, but I don't think Hans has got enough fuel.
Yeah, I was just looking at that.
It's the only one. Jenick's definitely going to need another pit stop. Fubs. It's hard to say. And I believe Wizard will be coming in. Well, he's got to come in the next lap to put his mediums on.
Yeah. Let's hope he remembers to put the mediums on as well. Hopefully he's watching the stream and heard that. He's just gone purple coming out of sector, what's that, sector 1, 2, 3. See, I can count.
Show off. So Hans is really pulling the pressure on Athens.
Wiz has the potential here of doing 121. Really hope I haven't just jinxed it for him. No, there you go, 121.9.
Wow. Well, looking at his fuel, he's definitely got to pit this lap anyway. And he's got to conform the rules. But yeah, Hansa is all over the back of Athens.
Oh yeah.
Because Hans is on the softs and Athens is on the mediums. And Hans has got way less fuel.
So he's going to be much lighter and have a lot more grip.
And Spooky Luke, he's catching up to both of them.
It is... Oh! Athens having a big moment there.
He's had a few...
Almost went round Sterling sideways.
Howdy, Mew. He's had a few incidents, in fact, they all have. So Hans is into the pits and Athens at the same time. Spooky Lukey.
Right.
Back in the front. It's possible he could have played an absolute blinder. Okay, circumstances have worked in his favour. But Yep, so Wizard in the pits, Fob's in the pits.
Right, well, as it stands at the moment, this is Spooky's race to lose. He's not going to have to come in to the pits again, and he's got a good 5-second lead.
The only thing he's got going against him is Athens is on the softs. And a brand new set of softs.
Well, Spooky's on a new set of softs as well.
He's on mediums, Oh yes, he started on mediums, I do apologise.
Yeah, he's on softs. Don't do that, you're not old. I get confused easily.
I'm not that much younger.
True.
It's hard to believe he's done... What is it? Nearly 3 laps on those tyres.
I know. What hacks are these?
So Luckman's up to 3rd. With Hansa right behind him. You're right, Foxy. Mr. C did call it. He's playing an absolute blinder, Spooky Lukey.
Well, I did say he did have a really good race last week, and
he did.
The more familiar he gets with his car, the better he's going to get.
And the more he gets to tinker with it.
Yep.
So I've got Spooky Lukey in the lead. The 5-second lead on Athens in second, who has a 3-second lead on Luckman, who has 0.6 of a second on Hansa, who then has a 7-second gap to Shell Shock, who then got Jenik in 6th, 4.5 seconds behind. Fob's in 7th, 2.1 behind Jenik. Then Wizard in 8th, 14 seconds back. Alan in 9th, 27 seconds back on Wiz. And then you got Brian. I think he's 1 lap behind, is he? Spooky Athens seems to be clawing it back, but then losing it, and seems like they're balancing out.
Hans has made a big mistake.
They always hurt coming out of T1.
Of course, that's now put him in the clutches of Shell Shock. I was literally just sat here watching Hansa, waiting for him to put a move on Luckman.
Well, what I was saying, that Spooky and Athens is quicker in some corners and Spooky's quicker in other ones.
Hans is really struggling now. He's just had to wait for engine damage to disappear.
What's that? It's 20 seconds, isn't it? So he's... Thankfully he's got Shell Shock behind in front of him to pull him along, get back up to speed.
Well, he's already reeling Shell Shocked in, but obviously that would potentially have been a podium finish for him.
Oh, well, Lockman went a bit wide there. Cost him nearly a second. So with 5 laps to go. This is... Oh, nice blow drift in there, Athens. You'd have been... What do you think?
everybody's just a little bit too well spaced out now.
I do think Shell Shock's gaining a bit on Lutman though.
Let's have a look.
Athens certainly pulling away from Lutman. Can't do anything about Spooky Loki as it suddenly drops below 4 seconds.
Oh, Hansa is having issues keeping up with Shell Shock at the moment. Can't seem to bring that time difference down.
Fobs is pulling in and back in on Jenik a bit.
It's a bit of a strung out race again.
Oh, I wonder. I know he's already got the fastest lap. Do you think Wiz might try for a pit stop, change some tyres, and see if he can really destroy the fastest lap? He's 42 seconds down.
Yeah, it'd be worth it, wouldn't it? You know, he's not gonna. Like,
Yeah,
he's 21 seconds in front of Alan as well, so he can literally come in, just grab new tyres. Although, to be fair, the tyres he's on look pretty good, because he's on the mediums.
And he's already got the fastest lap, so he doesn't really need to. Nobody else has broke 121s.
Maybe like Spooky up front, he's doing. Well, his best so far is a 22.916. So
Athens just on a
pretty much
122.6.
everyone's about a second off.
Yeah, Lotman's just put 123.1 in. Oh, much tighter line in T1 by Hansa.
Ooh, Hansa getting it wrong there. He literally just changed camera as he came into Druids. Then he's going all slideways.
He had the run there, and I think, and that's played him. That's put him back in the clutches of Jenik.
Yep.
And Fubs is still closing in on Jenik. Oh, and Spooky Luke has put a second back in on Athens. And ooh with a typhoon, Mew. Who's asked, can we do an ooh with typhoon?
I don't know. What sort of channels do you think we're running here? Of course we will. Go on, we'll compare them. You do yours and then I'll do mine.
You only get an ooh with typhoon. Things we do for our crowds.
Innit? You only get an ooh with typhoon.
Ooh, that's quite menacing.
Hang on, that's cheeky as well, because he's not even on my stream.
I know. Get on Craydon's as well, Mew. So I've followed what you said, Mew, and I've put it onto Hansa. Because it is where the action is.
Yeah, unfortunately this is the only action on track. Everybody else is either that far ahead or that far behind. Oh, okay, he is. My bad, sorry. Although my count did just go up by 1. I watch things like that. I'm just saying.
I'm jealous. You've got 2 more than me. Yes, Jenik is right on closing in on Hansa now.
Yeah, and Hansa keeps making these silly little mistakes as well.
Oh, final
Nothing
lap.
massive, but enough to just let Jenik reel him in a little bit more every lap.
He certainly runs a very tight first corner. Hansa does.
Yeah, but then he seems to go a little bit wide through Druids, which is a bit odd.
Jennings
Well,
just a bit
I think
too
we
far.
can definitely call it.
Yeah. Yes, coming up to Clark Corner now, isn't he?
Yeah. Clarky curve. And there he goes, along the pit wall, waving to the pit crew. Spooky Lukey takes the win.
Brilliant win there, Spooky. With Athens in second. Luckman coming over in third. Shellshock coming in fifth. With Hansa in sixth. Jenikins fifth. Jenikins sixth. Fobbs in seventh. Wizard coming along in eighth.
Ooh, Wiz doing the unusual manoeuvre there of jumping into the pits. Isn't that Budgie's normal racing line?
Joker lap.
Yeah, Joker lap. Ooh.
And here comes Alan, the last one on track.
That's alright, we forgive him. It's a shame actually, because Alan was actually doing quite well. Just as with everybody tonight, everybody really has made a little bit of an error.
But as I say, I said earlier, Brands it's just slightest error, and it bites your arm off.
Well, first things first. I'm going to save the replay because I want to have a look at a couple of things. Right, and we'll very quickly go over the confirmed race results. So, Spooky Lukey in first, Athens in second, Luckman in third, Shellshock in fourth, Hansa in fifth, Jenik in sixth, Fabuki in seventh, Wiz in eighth, Alan in ninth, and Isuzu in 10th. Right, so thanks for watching the stream, guys.
Yes, thank you very much for watching mine as well.
We will, of course, be back next week for the next round, which I believe is at Tokyo Expressway East Inner Loop.
Let me just... Yes, well remembered.
It's not that well remembered, I just turned the page in my folder.
And as it's Tokyo, it'll be at night.
I actually have a folder for all of this stuff that I do now, just to try and keep it organised. Yeah, so yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Like and subscribe to both channels. Don't forget Herbie is streaming on Herbie75. That's Herbie with a space and then 75. Press the little bell icon on both channels because that'll totally confuse you when we both stream at the same time.
Yeah.
And we will both see you again very, very soon.
Well,
Take care all.
We got Friday. We got Sambabus Tuesday, haven't we?
Yeah, on Tuesday. Yep.
And then Friday.
And then,
Friday we got the time trial for season 8 of ISRL GR4.
GR4. Yeah, which I believe we're both commentating on this season rather than racing.
We are.
Yeah, because we're chickens.
And lazy. It's easy just to commentate.
Evening, Savvy.
Evening,
yeah,
fuck.
we'll see you all next week, guys. I'm going to say goodbye. I don't know if Herbs is going to carry his stream on for a little bit longer.
No, I think I'll be finishing at the same time.
Yeah, but unfortunately for me, I've got to get ready for work.
I've got to go into work Wednesday.
I'm normally work in the morning. How exciting.
I've got to go in for an hour.
Alright, so we'll see you all soon, guys. Take care all. Bye-bye now.
Cheers, guys. Bye-bye.